Hey, you fucking idiots. Watch the Jimbo and James Show, Friday nights at 9 Central on Twitch TV.
Yo, you can't see us because today's my birthday. You like that banner I made for our YouTube thumbnail?
Yeah, it looks great.
It looks like a professional. It looks like I'm actually at wearing that hat, right?
Uh-huh.
I had fun
Good
making
job.
that one.
So is
Oh,
today
it's
your
great.
actual birthday?
Tomorrow.
Oh,
Today
okay,
is
because I was cousin Craig's.
cousin Craig's birthday. It is also G-Stat's birthday. We had him on the show
Oh, yeah,
last
that's
week.
right. Yeah.
Yeah. So, if you guys, thank you for all the birthday wishes. I'm seeing them here right now. Thank you. Thank you. For me, it's just another day. I don't know. I'm not really like, everyone's like, oh, let's go party and whatever else, or it's just a normal day. It's a day
I
I'm going to
really think
spend with my fiance.
so I really think like birthdays are more meant for like kids and like girls. Like girls normally like celebrate their birthday like, "Hey, it's your day." Like my wife says, "It's my birthday month, so I'm accepting, blah blah blah." So my wife's always about her birthday or whatever. I don't know.
So the only, well, I shouldn't say the only good thing, but a good thing that came out of having my birthday is I got a free piece of Portillo's cake. I don't know if you've had a piece of Portillo's cake, chocolate cake. It is amazing. They make it with mayonnaise, so it's like extra moist. Ooh, we're gonna get canceled. I said the word moist. Look at James's face. Yeah, so I have that in my fridge. I'm gonna save that for tomorrow. Can't
Okay,
wait
so
to get
there's your
that.
something good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. Birthday. That's my something good. And it's also Super Bowl Sunday this Sunday, which Stain says, who do you think is gonna win the Super Bowl? Come on now. You know who James is pulling for.
Bang bang Niner gang.
There you go. I was at Grandpa's earlier today, and me and Grandpa are talking about the Super Bowl. I go,
Uh-huh.
so who do you guys favor? And Grandpa goes, well, James is a big Niners fan, so I think I'm going to root for them to win, so that way he can you can see them win and stuff like that. I go, I hope they lose. I
Yeah.
hope they lose, just so James doesn't see it.
Oh, that's messed up.
Hold up. Wait a minute.
We got another Niner fan in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta have the Niners to win. So I guess my something good. Really that it's Super Bowl Sunday. The Niners are in the Super Bowl, and I'm ready for the game, man. Like I'm gonna watch and I'm glued to the set. I'm ready to go. I think I
So
may
you're
go
not
get
going
wings.
out?
Well, somebody was supposed to throw a party, and like I texted them today, and they're like, "I'm not gonna have a party." So I'm probably gonna go to this wings place, this local wings place, and watch the game.
Here you go. We got left foot, right foot 36 making a sale. That's something good.
Yeah, there it is. There
Give me
it
a horn.
is.
Give me a horn for that one. Give me a horn for that one. Yeah, there it is. You know what? I got to rename the title of the show too.
To what? Ginger that sold a
Jimbo.
foot pick.
Yeah. Jimbo's birthday stream.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I can't believe it when she told me that. Did you read what she said who bought the picture?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
left testicle,
So,
right testicle, or some bullshit?
so is that real?
What?
Is that like somebody real or is it you?
No, I didn't buy it. I swear to
Okay.
God.
Definitely
I
not
my
me because I
life.
have no money.
Left nut,
Thank you,
right
Ginger.
nut. Yo.
I wish I thought of that. You know what? It all
Dude.
start the riches start with one That's how it is. Scoober McGruber, what's up?
Oh my god. So I kind of want to segue a little bit, real quick. Oh,
Oh,
with the
thank you for the
sub,
sub. Thank you.
with the sub.
Lady Hellraiser, thank you.
I was just in her stream just a little bit ago.
Oh, crap.
The officer problem.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Jimmy G. Oh, Jimmy G, by the way, has a new username. He got a new phone. So welcome in,
Yeah,
Jimmy G. How is that Samsung? You got to tell me more about it. Thank you for the sub.
if you want to give her a shout out, Ginger, if you could do that for me. Yeah, we were just in her stream. I was playing Fortnite with her. It was loads of fun. So thanks for letting me play with you, Hellraiser and Ginger. That was a
Is
blast.
that? I was gonna say I heard another voice that I didn't recognize. Is that Lady Hellraiser?
Yes. We
Okay,
were
I'm gonna
playing just
follow
a little bit.
her real quick. Cool, got it. Yeah, I popped into Ginger that stream for a little bit while I was watching some TV earlier. We were actually watching Law and Order before we started our stream
SVU.
here. Started with the SVU, then the regular one, and then I didn't get to the
Okay.
crimes one. That one will be probably tomorrow.
All right, Jimbo. I have to ask you a serious question. It's
Oh,
a
here we go.
serious question, but it's funny.
Okay.
What is the craziest thing a girl has ever told you,
I
like
don't
sexual
know.
wise?
I don't know.
You don't know?
No,
Like off the wall, like crazy,
not really. I
huh?
can't think of any.
Okay.
Why?
I've been. I got told that.
Handcuffs, I
told-
guess. That's
No,
probably the
no.
furthest.
I got told today that they want to milk me like a cow. Yo, yo.
who says that?
Hellraiser says I'm gonna milk you like a cow.
Well, now that she actually sees a picture of you, I think
She's
she's
probably-
changing her mind.
Oh
she
shit!
said, heck yeah.
Oh, that was the craziest thing.
Still got it, baby.
Scoober said, I want to sit on your face.
I've
Oh shit.
yeah, that's probably been said a few times.
It's probably the beard and mustache thing going on.
So do you want me to read these fortunes or do you want to let them accumulate and do them at the end?
Do them at the end.
Okay. I've got them all. They're all here. They're all coming out. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, in the channel points, there's Fortune Cookie Friday. I'll read them at the end of the show. There you go. Ginger that's got the drill. Wow, that one was like extra loud. I don't know if you've heard that print.
I did. Was it like
Okay.
extra long too?
No, that's what she said. Extra long.
Ah.
There, Ginger that got it twice.
Oh, so speaking of extra long, have you heard about the whole
Kelsey's hearing
Drake-
one side of the conversation, and she's like, "Extra long." What?
Have you heard?
See, that's did you just hear her say that's what she said?
Did you hear about the whole like Drake thing?
No, I have a little echo
No.
on my stream, by the way. What about Drake?
So I guess his like penis got leaked or whatever on the internet.
Really?
Yeah, like he was up in like his
Hate golf.
he was up in his airplane or whatever, and I guess his like photo of him like masturbating or jerking his jerkin or
my
whatever got leaked. So it's like all over the internet or whatever. It was all snake in the garden hose. There it is. It got leaked
Ginger,
or
that
whatever.
is that. Was that echo when I turned this way? Because I think it picked up off of my headphone. Like
It
when I went
probably
like
did.
this. Do you hear an echo when I talk like this? That's what I think it's from. I don't know.
I don't know.
Do you hear an echo, James?
No. Both
She
ways.
hears it both ways. Maybe because you have both streams open. Because if you have both open, one will be delayed by like a second compared to the other one.
Yeah, if you have both of them open, you probably hear sound on both. That's possible.
You can close mine. I'm not important. I'm only the birthday boy.
Ah. Oh shit.
So
I
I'm wondering if I go into work on Monday, what they're gonna put in my office because every year they do something. Last year was CDs,
like see these nuts.
like CDs all over the ceiling, like
Okay.
compact discs. There's
Yeah.
120 of them screwed to my ceiling.
You know what'd be really cool if they like wrapped your whole office in wrapping paper.
Lady Hellraiser said that sounded cool. It actually looked like a disco, but I took it all down. It was very distracting. Wrapped everything. Why are they gonna wrap?
If
One
I
year,
lived
one
if
year
I
they
lived
took.
there, if I lived there, I would do that. I would wrap your whole office, your phone and everything.
I've seen those videos of people that do that. I've
It's
actually saw
amazing.
one of foil. They foiled everything, and I'm thinking like, doesn't that cut your hands when you're doing it?
Yeah.
You have to wear gloves.
So
So
Jimmy G got a
I was
new Galaxy S24 Ultra. It's pretty good. I'm slowly getting used to it. You have Samsung, right, Jimbo?
I do, and I actually pre-ordered this Samsung phone
Mm-hmm.
back when it first got released. Actually, the day it got released, I was reading it, and it said I was gonna get the regular, not the Ultra. I don't need the Ultra. I was gonna get the regular, and I had it pre-ordered. I had it in the cart, and I'm looking at it, and it said buy it outright for $200 with your trade-in. I put the wrong phone for the trade-in. I put the 23 for the trade-in. I have the 21. So I would have had to come out of pocket $700 if I wanted to
Ooh.
upgrade. So I decided I'll wait.
Yeah.
If it
I
was
think
$200, yes.
I think now like every year, like because there's people who upgrade every year, which I think is crazy, but
Yeah.
to the point where there's really not much of a difference from year to year.
Well, I'm on the 21, so I'm three versions behind or 3 years behind. Uh,
Yeah,
that's what Samsung does is like this is the Galaxy S24 because it's 2024. So next year's will be
gotcha.
5. But I used to be the person that would want to upgrade every year,
Mm-hmm.
and it was because the plan I had allowed it, where I was
You
leasing a phone.
you
And
paid the
like
$5 a month to get the phone
it,
every time it released.
it wasn't even that. It was oh no, that's what it was. It was included. If I got the unlimited data plan, it included Galaxy for Life. That was the name of the plan. And what's going on, Quinn Central? How are you? Welcome in.
Welcome in,
Um,
Quinn. Oh, here
thank
we
you,
go. Happy
thank you.
birthday.
So yeah, I ended up not ordering it. Like I could have ordered it and it would have been like $30 a month for like 3 years or something stupid that T-Mobile was offering.
Oh,
It's just
T-Mobile.
decided that there's nothing wrong with my phone except for the battery life.
T-Mobile's horrible.
Yeah, I have T-Mobile. The service isn't bad at
But you
all.
live in the city, so that's a little bit
Yeah,
different.
I mean, I'll run a speed test right where I'm sitting on, not on Wi-Fi, but on T-Mobile right now. I have what does it say? 5G. I don't know what UC stands for. 5G UC.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm wondering how like T-Mobile is with other areas of.
It's horrible here,
Is it?
especially like especially like in the middle of nowhere. T-Mobile is dog water. Really, unless you have like Verizon or AT&T here, like my dad had
It's
my I, my dad has T-Mobile or whatever, and when he came here, he didn't have service. He's like, "How do I never have service?" I'm like, "Dude, because you have T-Mobile. Nobody has T-Mobile.
yeah.
Service is dog water."
So it's still going. I don't want to show it because it shows an IP on the screen.
Mhm.
Okay, here's the results. Download 383 megabytes a second. Upload is 12.2. If I'm outside, like at work, since I can see the tower at work, I can get speeds like 800 down and then like 80 or 90 up. But you
Well,
can't
not
see
only
it.
that, in that area or whatever, you have good internet because before I upgraded and changed my plan or whatever, I had my old phone when I went to Chicago the first time, and I had really good internet speed. So, like, you're in that area where you get good speeds. Scoober said, "You
You
see
see,
these nuts."
that's what the UC in the top of the phone stands for. You can't see it. Oh, there you go. 5G UC. That makes sense. I think it's called like ultra coverage or something. I think that's what it
Probably.
stands for. I Googled it one time because I'm like, what is that? I was just hoping it wasn't like a roaming, like it was roaming or something. Jimmy G has AT&T for the carrier. It's not bad. I've never used Verizon. I always had AT&T. Kelsey has AT&T. Kelsey, you had any problems with AT&T? Nope. She
I'm
just doesn't.
actually a I'm actually a shareholder with AT&T stock.
So is our grandfather, a fully vested AT&T shareholder.
I am. I'm a fully vested AT&T shareholder. I
I
own more AT&T than I do Verizon, but I am a
I
Verizon
thought you were gonna
shareholder as
say
well.
you own more AT&T than Grandpa because I don't think that's possible.
Oh no, definitely not. He probably has all those fucking dividends, stock splits, and
He
all kinds of other
does.
crap.
He does because as an employee perk when he worked for Illinois Bell, that was part of their employee perk is stocks and what do they call that?
Profit sharing plan.
Profit sharing and stuff like that. And that's yours for life. And when
Yeah.
AT&T bought them or when they merged with AT&T or whatever happened with that whole merge, that's all his. So that's kind of cool. I don't
Yeah,
know if
they
you know that he gets his internet and phone bill, it's all on one bill and it's only like $10 a month or something like
yeah, it's
that.
like dirt cheap. It's dirt
Yeah.
cheap. I do remember him saying that. The
It's like
one
a
good
free phone, but he has to pay a little bit for the internet.
yeah. The one thing I will say I like about AT&T, they pay a really good dividend. It's like a 7% dividend. It's
Hmm.
really high. So like
Wow.
it beats like your bank and everything else. Like AT&T is like a awesome stock. But we won't go too far into that. That's a little too far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll save that for the stream that I'm trying to get a couple of guests on that are finance streamers. I'll save it for them.
Oh, how's that going? Are you
They haven't replied.
okay?
They
Okay, that's
haven't
cool.
replied.
All
For
right.
those watching, StreamYard offers a collab, StreamYard.com/collab, and you could set up a profile. So I set up our shows and Scout set up Podcast 95 show. So, like you can reach out to us there and say, hey, this is our show. We want to collab with you. So I reached out to a few different podcasts and so far I've only got one reply and the guy's like kind of not really interested because like he can only do it during the day. So I don't know how that's
Yeah.
going to work. And then also I got another reply and it said, hey, you got a new message. You have somebody interested in you that want to talk about this. I opened it up and it's Scout. Scout accidentally messaged us.
What an idiot.
He didn't even know it was our show. He's like, he
He's
texts me and he's like, I'm sorry, man. I didn't even read the title of the show.
so
He only
Jimmy
read
G.
the profile.
Jesus Christ, you an idiot. Jimmy G says I'm stuck with my new cell phone, Samsung Galaxy Ultra, for the next 36 months. That's fine by me. I feel like once you hit like 3 years, your cell phone battery is fucking dog water.
Yeah, I'm there right now. I'm at this 21 and now I'm at the 24 is out. So it's 3 years almost to
So
the date that I've had this phone and yeah, like you said the battery is just
they should make it like back in
Yeah.
the day, like when we were younger or whatever, you could change out and buy new batteries. Why can't we buy new
Yeah,
batteries?
for real, man. Bring that back. Just pop the back cover off, pop a new battery in,
Yeah,
and you're golden. Get one
you're
from
golden.
Amazon or eBay. Now I
Yeah,
gotta like take it to a phone store. If I don't have insurance, they're gonna charge me, and I don't know how much it is. I'd never even considered it. I just considered just getting a new phone.
new phone.
Yeah, yeah, because they want you exactly. Well,
Oh,
I
go
clicked.
ahead.
You can click it. You can click it
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah, they want you to upgrade your phone, and you're right, Quinn. You're absolutely right. They don't. Um, I upgraded Black Friday. I got the 15 Pro Max, but before that, I had the 11 Pro Max. And the one thing I will say, like the phone worked great. It still worked great. The only issue I had, the battery died too quickly. Like if there would have, and I imagine I could if I would have done research or would have took it to Amazon or some bullshit, or not Amazon. If I would have took it to the Apple Store or some bullshit like that, they probably would have, switched it out or whatever. But I was like, man, it's time to get new phones. Fuck it. Why not do it? So that's why I did it.
So I'm not obviously using my phone too much while we're doing the show. So it's just going to be sitting on my desk. I'm currently at 81%. And I put the time. So at the end of the show, I started the message. So at the end of the show, I can click it and see where I'm at. Just kind of as a reference of me not even using the phone, of how much it drops in like an hour and a half.
That's the one thing I will say. Like, if I don't use my phone at all or touch it, it keeps a charge. Like, it'll
Mine
last all
does
day.
not. Mine does not anymore.
But then again, my
I
phone's new.
I I also, because I'm in the elements all the time outside, like when it was when we had that temperature drop where it was like -2 and I was outside, I had my phone in my
Hmm.
pocket and I'd walk outside and let's say it was at like 90%. In about half an hour, or not half an hour, let's use 20 minutes as an example, because I think that's all I was spending outside. And then I come inside and go back outside. So let's use 20 minutes as an example. It would drop from 90% to like 40% without me even using the phone because of the temperature swing.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
crazy. I
Yeah.
think it's your
And
battery, bro. It's got to
that's
be
what I
your
mean.
battery.
That's what I mean. It's a 3-year-old phone that with an exhausted
Yeah.
battery that I use my phone for work all the time. So where I don't really use my phone for work, but I'm listening to podcasts, music, talking to your brother and you, talking to the girlfriend, fiance.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I'm just kind of curious. 81%. Remind me, it's if you go in the comments area, you see up at the top where it says starred,
Yeah.
that you can go back to it there.
Okay.
So we'll go back to that if we remember. If not, I'll post the results in the Discord. All right. You ready to start the show?
Yeah.
Kinda,
Yeah.
sorta.
Yeah. We've been just chilling. We've been chilling.
Well, so Scout gave us the idea, instead of calling it a podcast, on the categories area,
Uh
that
huh.
is now under just chatting for the category.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
So
So
I
you
guess
actually
that's what
took
we're
them up
doing.
on this.
I did it right then and there with you guys on the phone when I made the room.
Okay.
So all right, let's get the shows. Let's go to the show. All right. A lot of things happened. We got a lot to talk about. A lot of the news cycle is crazy this week. Let's put it that way. Would you agree?
I agree.
Okay.
Definitely agree.
Um, I don't know where to start,
Just pick a
but
topic and we'll
okay.
slam dunk them.
Since I'm gonna save the football for last, because
Okay.
that's kind of like this weekend is football weekend, so I'll save that
Yeah.
for last. Have you seen the do you know what a car takeover is? Like
It's where
in the
somebody
big
takes over your
cities?
car.
No, they're calling it either a car takeover or a sideshow. But what it is they shut down the street and they do donuts in the middle of the intersection. It's almost like a car meet, but illegally on the street. And usually somebody usually ends up injured and hit by a car or shot or carjacked or all sorts of stuff. And I guess in I think it was Philadelphia or Massachusetts, Stockton, wherever Stockton is. I'm not sure where Stockton
It's in
is.
Mass. It's in
Okay.
Mass.
I was close then. So it was in Stockton, Mass, and I guess they 90 vehicles were towed and a bunch of people arrested. Finally. So here you go.
The viewer video we got today shows San Joaquin County Sheriff's deputies out in numbers, blocking this intersection and putting people in handcuffs. The sheriff says they're
That's not
firm on this new
Massachusetts.
tough stance against sideshows,
There's
but the
palm
charges
trees.
have not yet come down from the district attorney. Stockton residents standing by their sheriff Tuesday after the San Joaquin County Sideshow Task Force detained, identified, processed, and released over 150 people and towed 88 vehicles Friday night.
It was just amazing to me how the police department gathered all these people up and arrested them and took all their cars. They don't do that in Oakland.
Stephon Joseph lives near the intersection of Country Club Boulevard and Pershing Avenue, where sheriff's deputies surrounded the sideshow. He says it was like nothing he's seen before.
This place was full of cars. There was cars all up and down my street, all over there, all in that parking lot, all in that parking lot. And they arrested everybody. And then they had the tow trucks waiting. And as far as the eye can see, you've seen these yellow tow truck lights.
On Monday, San Joaquin County Sheriff Patrick Withrow posted this video on Instagram, speaking directly to those involved in Friday's sideshow who have been calling the county to get their cars back.
So I just wanted to put something out to those people whose vehicles we have in our possession, and they can stop calling. Those vehicles will be held until their court cases have been settled through the district attorney's office, so they will not be released anytime soon unless the DA has settled your case. No need to keep calling. Your cars will stay with us. Therefore, they can't be used in any more public nuisance or sideshows until the district attorney has adjudicated your case, and then we'll determine whether your car is a public nuisance and whether it'll be destroyed or not.
We reached out to District Attorney Ron Freitas for comment. His office said he will comment after charging occurs, and he says Wednesday there will be a meeting about whether or not charges will be filed in this matter.
So here in Chicagoland area, in Chicago, I got caught in one. It was Mexican Independence Day, and we were coming back. Me and cousin Craig were coming back from Notre Dame. We decided to go to the city and get some food. I can't remember exactly where we were. I think we were near Sox Park. I think we were by the pizza, Phil's Pizza in Sox Park. And literally right in front of us, a bunch of Hondas just doing donuts right in the middle of the intersection with, the flags hanging out and stuff like that. Big Daddy Drew said I have such a great radio voice. This is the Big Daddy Drew radio show. Yeah, and then also Scoober said that he got caught in one right here. Here it is. He got caught one here in Houston, and they're doing donuts and breaking bottles and shooting fireworks. And what are your thoughts on them holding the cars until their court case is up?
I agree with it. I think it's a great idea. It will, set like a standard to where these people won't do these things. But I also think like there should be more like racetracks or places where people could do donuts, or there should be more avenues to where people could drive like that how they want.
I actually, now that you say that, I kind of agree with that. Is why wouldn't they all together pitch their money together and buy a place or a piece of land that they could do that themselves?
So
on
here's
private property.
Here's my next thing, and I hate to go this route, so bear with me for a little bit. So NASCAR only races twice a year at a racetrack. Why don't they open up that racetrack for street racers?
Do you understand how the curve of that the curves, the banks, it's like 45-degree angles? Have you ever seen one up close in person? I'm sure you have. You've gone with your dad.
I mean, I have. I've gone with my dad. Yeah.
Have you ever tried to drive on one? I have not, and
No.
I don't think I want to because we're at the bottom of it, and we're
Well,
like,
not
holy crap, you're gonna like
well,
tip.
well, not all tracks are like that. Like the one in Austin or whatever is a road track, and it's not like that.
Oh, they have a road trap. Okay,
Well, they have
that's
several
gonna
road tracks. They got like Pocono, and then like Las Vegas doesn't have a incline or anything like that. So I mean, like, I don't know. I guess like you could use like those tracks. They could be utilized more than just NASCAR
there's a
or
lot of
professional
like
racing.
out here we have Route 66 Raceway in Joliet, and there's like what are the courses that go from like 0 to 60 or time courses, like your straight courses,
Drag racing.
drag racing. They have some of those around here that are actually for that. You can pay to use them, except a lot of people that go to those aren't your normal NHRA, exactly. A lot of people that go to those aren't your normal Hondas or your Civics, and you can't do like donuts in the middle of any of these tracks. But you're right. If they had some sort of private land that they could destroy on their own that they own, that maybe they pay some owner, like some guy in the car club owns this land, that they can pay him $20 or something to come and then do donuts and tear their car up, then fine,
Yeah.
I just think in the public roadway isn't really the right space to do that, especially when you're shutting a city down and putting others at risk.
Welcome in, David. Welcome in, Azuk. It's good seeing
What's
you guys
going on,
here.
guys? Oh,
Um,
Azuk changed the name.
yeah, it's a Nakes.
What's going on, Nakes? I'm still gonna call him Azuk.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna remember Nakes.
Yeah, I'm not either. The other thing you could probably do is like go down like a country back road and probably like drive crazy. But then again, that's a public road. You don't know if people are going to be there. You know what I mean? Like that's still dangerous. I feel
Right.
like there should be some sort of like racetrack, or I don't know, open something up to where these racetracks can be utilized when professional racers aren't there.
And as far as them holding their car for, like he said, till the court case is over, those fees to get the car out of impound are going to be crazy. They charge per day.
So now I don't think they should charge outrageous fees. Now I disagree
They're
with
going
that.
to, because they're going to be towed by those private tow companies. They're allowed to charge what they want within reason.
Yeah, that's shitty. Now that's shitty.
So there's a tow company in Chicago that towed a semi truck. So this semi truck hit a bridge in Chicago and tore it up, and they had to get a wrecker out there and tow it. The tow truck driver illegally towed the car and was holding it on their lot for $40,000 ransom. You have to pay us $40,000 to do it. So the company went to the like Channel 2 News or whatever, Channel 5 News, and said, hey, this is what's going on. They're holding my truck ransom for 40 grand. It was like 41 grand. They ended up lowering it to like 14 grand and then lowering it again to like 10 grand. And the guy paid it. The guy paid the 10 grand. And then now there's an open lawsuit that tow company illegally towed it. So the owner of that company is probably gonna walk out with a lot of freaking money.
Wow.
Because the city of Chicago is also suing this tow company too.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday on the news.
Jimmy G says we have a Dover International Speedway because he lives in Delaware. I think maybe once or twice a year. I never go, never will. My dad has gone there a couple of times, but he prefers to go to Richmond because he lives in Virginia. And then David goes, we actually have a track near us, James. Oh, yeah, that's right. We do have a track near us. I don't know what it's called, but yeah, we do have a track. I think it's like a drag track. And I think we have a dirt track that's up north. I don't know exactly where, but I think we have a dirt track. Yeah, there we go. I don't think it costs much. It's drag racing. It's an academy.
So
yeah, there's like a dirt track up north too.
Now that you mention it, we've got Sycamore Speedway out in Sycamore, Illinois, which is probably an hour and a half west of me. They actually, I want to get out there this summer because on Saturday nights they do demolition derby. I want to go to one of
that
those.
would
I've
be
never
cool.
been.
You never been to one?
Never been.
So I've been to one at our I think it's called everywhere, the Expo Center or like the Coliseum. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the dome place. Yeah. So I've been to one here at my local expo or Coliseum. It was all right, but our building isn't really all that big. But if it was like in a big city with like a big dome where they could drive around,
Yeah.
I imagine it would be a lot better.
The one in
But it was-
Sycamore is outdoors, so I don't know.
So that might be a little bit cooler because it would have a little bit more space.
You know what? I've never been there, so I really don't know what it looks like, but I have friends that have sent me pictures.
I think I went live on my Facebook one time.
Facebook Live. Does anybody even watch those?
My dad does it. Quinn Central said, "Did you know that they renamed our expo center?" Yeah, it's like some bank. I can't think of what it's called.
So this Sycamore Speedway,
Candace Bank Center now. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I guess that's a lot of room. It's a dirt track.
I said Candace Cadence. I'm an idiot.
So yeah, it's a dirt track. So I could imagine it to be. Yeah, look at those. Those are pretty cool.
Yeah, that would be fun, dude. Like that type of race, like NASCAR is boring. I've been to a NASCAR race, but dirt track racing like that, you're gonna see wrecks. You're gonna see
those
flames
are stock
and
cars.
sparks. Yo, that's gonna be cool.
Stock
I would
car
go to
racing
that.
too. Check this Mustang out.
Yeah, that'd be cool, bro. I ain't gonna
I
lie,
hope they don't crash that Mustang. It's like a 1966.
Yeah,
67.
it's clean. And it got
That's
the flag
Hopefully,
too.
hopefully that's not the demolition car. Yeah, I know they've been there forever. I hope to get out there at some time.
Left turn, another left turn.
Fucking Eric Cartman eating Vagisil.
You know
You
what?
don't watch South Park, man.
No, I don't. I will say when I went to the track in Austin, it's a road track, so they made like left and right turns. So it was a little bit different. It was a cooler experience. You just couldn't see. Like I'm not into racing. Let me just put that right there. I'm not into racing, but when I went to the road course or whatever in Austin, it wasn't that bad. David says they raced every Friday. Let's go. All right, we'll go then. We'll you know what? I'll go. We'll go on Friday, and I'll go live on the Jimbo and James show. I'll hold my phone. We'll go live at the racetrack. That'll work.
Here you go. Oh, I just removed it.
Oh, okay. What are you pulling up South Park?
Yes, this is pretty much what Quincentual said. Exactly.
Okay. All right, let's see it.
Here you go.
Borders. So, what's your guys' take on the track here? Any concerns?
Well, I think it's a fine track. You know, the techs have done a really good job of making sure the banks are grafted down to
Eric
the right
Cartman's
specs.
hilarious.
Shouldn't be
Can I
any
just
problem.
say that?
We like the track, yep. We got to grab them banks and specs. It's like an oval. So we're going to drive straight and then we're going to be turning to the lamp.
Literally
they're
what
saying
she said,
hot
right?
weather tomorrow. Any concerns about restrictor plate or brake fade problems? Of course, anytime you're dealing with high humidity and temperatures, you need to compensate your brake fluid. But the plates themselves.
Compensate your brake fluid and get your
That's your
brake
dad.
working so you can stop sometimes.
Excuse me, who is this kid? Is he even a driver?
Ew, bring it on, Aaron Hart. You scared the competition.
All right, I'll stop playing it. But that's pretty much exactly what Quintessential said. We go left.
That's my fucking dad, dude. My dad is like the worst person to take going to. Like, I know I act crazy and I get drunk or whatever doing these fucking podcasts and hanging out with people, but my dad, when you take him to like a sporting event, especially NASCAR, oh my god, he's a nightmare.
I've never been to a NASCAR with him, but I've been to basketball, hockey, football, professional football, college football. But I've never gone to NASCAR racing with him yet.
Hockey with my dad is fun. He puts the pink wig on, he rings the bells, and acts like a damn fool.
Yeah, that was a good time. We had a good time at the couple hockey games that we went to.
NASCAR is a whole different animal. Whole different animal.
I haven't had to experience it yet.
Good topic. I like this. I like this. Good
All right.
topic.
So, where do I want to go next? Oh, I really wanted to talk about this. So, you know that Tucker Carlson was in where was he? He was in Russia.
In Russia,
He was speaking with
talking with Putin.
Putin, and he had an interview with him, and it was a 2-hour long interview, and there's a lot of good topics brought up. I didn't see the whole thing, and neither did you. So I'm hoping maybe somebody in the chat saw the whole thing. But I kind of stole this video from TikTok. This is a TikTok creator's. So shout out to the TikTok creator. Their logo will be like floating around, you know, because I stole it from TikTok. But they basically did the 3 top things. So here, I'll play the video.
Are we having a talk show or a serious conversation?
Here's the quote. Thank you.
I watched all 2 hours and 7 minutes of Tucker Carlson's interview with Putin, just like in case you didn't want to. Here are 3 things that I think are worth fact checking. We start with an extended history lesson.
Can you tell us what period? I'm losing track of where in history we are.
Putin says
so there was a translator there too, so that's why it was hard to watch.
At the beginning of the war.
So in this sense, we have every reason to affirm that Ukraine is an artificial state.
Ukraine has been part of various empires over hundreds of years, but it is a nation state, and most Ukrainians want to keep it that way. They spoke about why Russia invaded Crimea in 2014 and then the rest of Ukraine in 2022.
But we never agreed to NATO's expansion, and moreover, we never agreed that Ukraine would be in NATO. We did not agree to NATO bases there without any discussion with us. For decades, we kept asking, don't do this, don't do that.
And this characterization of NATO as constantly threatening Russia does ignore years of attempted collaboration between the two. They also spoke about the Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich, who's been in prison in Russia on espionage charges for almost a year.
This part was interesting.
I just want to ask you directly, without getting into the details of it or your version of what happened, if as a sign of your decency, you would be willing to release him to us and we'll bring him back to the United States.
Putin said that he was caught red-handed, but the paper has always maintained that Evan's activities were legitimate journalism.
We have done so many gestures of goodwill out of decency that I think we have run out of them.
So I don't know if you caught that last line. He said, we've done so many gestures of goodwill that I think we've run out of them. And then he continues on saying, we need something in return. Basically, like, you guys have not helped us, you've helped them. So why are we going to help you again? We've already helped you with Brittany Griner and other things.
One thing I want to say real quick before we kind of like deep dive in this a little bit, I really want to like give like props to Tucker Carlson for going all the way to fucking Russia and doing a 2-hour interview where like the American people are like talking shit about this man just for sitting down and having a conversation with, you know, a political leader. Like, it takes a lot of guts to do that.
So
and
as a reporter, your job is to find out the facts.
Yes.
Talk to both sides. Talk to the leader of the United States, Joe Biden. Talk to the leader of Russia. Talk to the leader of Ukraine. Talk to the leader of, I don't know, Afghanistan. You know what I mean? That's
yeah.
That's your job as a reporter, to get the facts. And I think Tucker is doing a great job doing it.
Yeah, I felt like he wasn't biased at all. Like, for what I've watched, I watched more than obviously that TikTok clip. Like, I watched a good like 30 minutes of the, you know, actual interview, and then I've watched a bunch more clips than that. But I will say, like, from what I watched, like, he did a good job interviewing him. The only issue is like the translation, and like it was so like off, and it was really weird. But
it was hard to watch. It was hard to watch because of the
translation
translator. Yeah. But another thing that, like, I think that, did Tucker Carlson get fired, or did he quit, or like get let go, or contract? How did he leave Fox? I don't remember.
I don't know if he got fired or let go. It was one of the two.
I think it was the smartest decision in Tucker's career because this interview never would have happened. A lot of interviews never would have happened. And a lot of interviews will never, because he's going to do more of these, will never happen if he didn't step away from Fox, because Fox would have censored him on this.
Not only that, like, you know, I want to give props to Twitter or X, you know, formerly known as Twitter, for not like cutting up the interview, or, you know, they let him post the full interview and it was the legit interview. Like,
so that interview is also on YouTube too.
I have a feeling it'll get pulled down.
You think so? Interesting.
I think so.
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, I saw it. That's where I saw it originally. Was
I have a feeling it'll get pulled down. Eventually, it will.
And that's the advertisers of Google saying, "Hey, we're gonna pull out if you don't delete that video because it goes against our narrative." Joe freaking Biden has dementia. I don't know if it's true or not. I wouldn't surprise me that he does. So that's our next topic I want to get into.
There you go.
So
Lead
Joe,
it in.
Joe Biden went before committee about the documents they found, the secret documents, or what are they called?
Classified documents.
That's classified documents. Sorry, I was lost words there. I'm Joe Biden today. I lost my train of thought. But, they're grilling him on that, but now that is a panel that he appointed. He appointed these people, and here's what I like what Mike Carbonell just said. I have dementia every weekend, but only on the weekends.
Only on the weekends. It's probably smarter to have dementia during the week. That way you don't have to work that hard.
He works the weekends. He's a DJ.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Then he nailed it. He nailed it.
So you don't remember your weekend. You don't even remember working. So if you don't remember working, are you even working?
There you go.
It's the question of the day. So here's what they said about how he was questioned.
Now, according to a special counsel report, President Biden mishandled classified documents but will not face charges.
Robert Hur says the 81-year-old would present to a jury as a, quote, elderly man with a poor memory. And as Fox's Doug Luzader reports, those words led to some angry exchanges at the White House.
The president says he's pleased there won't be federal charges over his handling of classified documents, but he did not hold back when it came to other aspects of this report.
That is your judgment. That is your judgment. That is not the judgment of the press.
President Biden did little to hide his anger last night. He was responding to the release of a long-awaited special counsel's report on his handling of classified
watched this
documents.
live.
It included photographs of classified information that the president stored in his garage. While the special counsel, Robert Hur, said the actions were willful, he decided not to pursue charges, in part because a jury, he wrote, would see Biden as a well-meaning elderly man with a poor memory, adding, in his interview with our office, Mr. Biden's memory was worse. He did not remember when he was vice president. He did not remember, even within several years, when his son, Beau, died.
How in the hell dare he raise that? Frankly, when I was asked the question, I thought to myself, it wasn't any of their damn business.
As for the documents, Biden blamed his staff. The report also draws a contrast with the documents case involving former President Trump. Biden, it notes, cooperated with investigators. Trump, it says, did not, and he is facing criminal charges. And as Biden wrapped up his remarks, he was asked about the Middle East, confusing Egypt with Mexico.
Initially, the president of Mexico, Sisi, did not want to open up the gate to allow humanitarian material to get in.
Some Republicans in Congress are now calling on Biden's cabinet to invoke the 25th Amendment and remove him from office. In Washington, Doug Luzader, Fox News.
Do you think he's mentally fit?
There's a lot to unpack there.
Yes.
A lot to unpack there.
Like I said, it was a very busy news cycle this week.
Yeah, there's a lot to unpack there. So, first off, if he's found innocent from the classified information, then why isn't Trump? That's the biggest thing.
He's not cooperating with the government.
That doesn't
I'll
make sense.
explain it. I'll explain it, and it's because the government wants to hear one thing, and Trump's not giving them that answer because it's not true.
That's bullshit.
That's it. And
That's bullshit.
The fact that the appointed appellate judge that he appointed says that he is unfit. He's not mentally. He's what did they say? He's a not mentally stable old man.
But if they invoke, what did they say? If they invoke the 25th, that means Kamala Harris becomes president.
Yes, and that's why they're not doing it. That's the reason why they're not doing it. The Republicans won't vote for that because they hate her. When's the last time you've seen her on TV other than like this clip or a couple?
Not really. I haven't really heard anything that she's done.
What has she done?
Nothing.
Like Barbara Bush did the whole the kids shouldn't go to school hungry act and stuff like that. Michelle Obama did similar things for the kids.
Yeah.
That's usually what I just said. Barbara Bush and Michelle. Those are first ladies. Okay.
I know. I know what you meant. You meant. I knew what you meant.
But usually they do humanitarian. The vice president is usually in charge of doing humanitarian acts, and I haven't heard of any humanitarian act in a long time, other than the EV charging stuff.
What did Joe Biden do when Obama was president, though? Do you really know?
Forgot when his son died.
Nah. God damn.
But here's a guy that forgets when his son died, and yet we're trusting him with the nuclear codes. When if God forbid, if we ever need it, Joe, give me the code. Oh, it's my birthday, but I don't remember when that is.
This is like doom and gloom.
It's scary. It's scary.
It is. It's fucking scary. Like, I'd rather have another Democratic president for 4 years than Joe Biden be president for the remainder until the election.
His approval rating is in like the 3s right now.
Yeah, it's like 30% or some bullshit.
Yeah,
I'd rather have a Democratic. I'd rather have a Democratic president for 4 years right now.
A younger, mentally fit.
Yes. Then
and not Kamala Harris. Not
Harris.
Her.
Yeah, not her. But I'd rather have Hillary Clinton for 4 years than have Joe Biden for the rest of his
you're only
term.
saying that because she can have you killed. That's the only reason why you're saying that.
No. I'm dead serious.
I think they're going to let him play his term out. We're going to see how this election goes. I actually did. So I don't know if you guys know, you guys can subscribe to USPS, United States Post Office, and they'll email you a picture of what's in your mailbox or what's coming to your mailbox. And 4 days ago, I got a letter or an email, a picture of 2 mail-in ballots. I never requested them. 2 mail-in ballots. They did this last time too. Sent to my house. And for 4 days, I thought they were stolen. I just got them today.
Oh, good.
But how do I know somebody didn't photocopy that thing and sent it in already?
Yeah, you're right. I actually have a really good joke before we go to the break.
What's going on, Goliath TTV? How are you?
Welcome in, Goliath.
What
is the worst way to contact Hillary Clinton?
Snapchat?
By email.
God, here we go. All right, I got more on Biden and his case coming up. You know what this weekend is, right?
Super Bowl, baby.
What do you always say?
Bang, bang, Niner gang.
Hey, you fucking idiots. Watch the Jimbo and James show Friday nights at 9 Central on Twitch TV.
We're back. We haven't really talked about that. Tomorrow's my birthday. We'll talk about that towards the end of the show. We'll talk about plans and stuff like that.
Happy birthday!
Yeah, you were looking for that. Hey, short stuff.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
was.
Thank you, short stuff. I appreciate it.
Shout out to you, short stuff. Thank you so much for coming
some
in.
birthday biddies.
I am just
all right.
like so excited for the fucking Super Bowl. I have like the hugest feeling we're gonna win this Sunday.
Thank you again, short stuff in James's channel. Appreciate that. I deep down for me, I hope you do, so that way you can get that joy of celebrating and stuff. I haven't. The Bears, I wasn't even born yet when the Bears won in 85 or 86.
But you got a Cubs win. You got a Cubs win.
I got a Cubs win. I got 3 Blackhawks wins. I got 6 Bulls wins, champions.
Yeah.
I got a White Sox win, which I was rooting for the White Sox. I'm a Cub fan, but I was still rooting for the home team. Who else in Chicago has won it all? The Hawks, the Wolves, the minor league team won a Calder Cup or whatever it's called.
Calder Cup
last year.
Mm-hmm.
But I have not seen the Bears win, but I was born 2 weeks after the Super Bowl. So I was probably part of that excitement, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I was a kid, like, the last time the Niners won a Super Bowl. I think it was, like, 94, 95. And, like, the Niners have been horrible since, like, 2000. And then when Harbaugh was there, we, like, had a couple good seasons. And then, you know, in 2020, of course, we went to the Super Bowl, lost to the Chiefs. And then we went that year when Harbaugh was the head coach and when the lights went out and all that other crap.
Oh, yeah. I remember exactly
Ravens.
where I was when that happened. I was at my friend's house in their basement, and we all were like, what the heck happened? Like, we all were looking at each other like somebody sat on the remote or something. They
Yeah.
were trying to blame everybody. I do remember that.
I really think, like, I'm not trying to be a typical fan, but I really think this is the year that we get it. And if we don't get it this year, we ain't getting it. We need to go into serious rebuild mode.
Yeah, yeah. So, I bet the Chiefs. I'm sorry I did it, but I bet the Chiefs money line. I also bet the Chiefs. I bet the Chiefs twice. So I bet the Chiefs money line $10 to win $10, basically. I think it is. And then the other bet I made was a parlay, and it was Chiefs to win, Mahomes to score, or not Mahomes. I'm sorry, Kelsey to score a touchdown. And who was the other guy on your
Christian
team?
McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey to score a touchdown.
Yeah, that was good.
The only thing that you would have changed on that bet was probably that I had the Chiefs winning. You probably would have switched that to the Niners.
Yeah. And if they had an over under, I would have chose the over as well.
I'm thinking it's going to be over because.
Oh, I know, and I keep telling my brother that.
I was listening to the radio today, and 670 The Score. I usually listen to that when I'm at my desk at work, local talk radio station for the sports, and they had everybody calling in. They had everybody calling in from. They had one of the Rolling Stones call in. They had like a bunch of celebrities are calling in and giving them their take on the Super Bowl and the final score. And most of them, there's probably about maybe 50 people that called in to give the final score. Most of them said that it was going to be like a 30-something to 30-something game and very close.
Yeah, it's going to be it's going to at least be 50 points. At least. Because the Niners average 20.
I heard one.
Niners, go ahead.
One guy called in. He's a sports broadcaster for an Arizona team. I can't remember what team. I think it's the not the Cardinal, the baseball team. I can't remember who he is, but he was like an announcer, and he goes, "It's going to be 27 to 34 because Taylor Swift was born in 1989. She's 27. Plus this, plus that." He's doing all the math on it, and it's based on Taylor Swift.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, oh my God, I wish I would have recorded the call.
But the only reason why I know the Niners are going to at least score 30 points, they average like 28.5 points a game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's just there.
Yeah, and Mahomes has a freaking cannon of an arm, so you can get that ball off the field very quickly.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
On this topic, do you want to bring up yesterday's Hall of Fame show?
We can a little bit.
Or do you want to give it a little bit? Because I do have one more Joe Biden clip that I could play.
Yeah, go back to Joe Biden.
All right. So as before the break, I'll recap real quick if you're new here. I know we got a couple new viewers. I played a clip. Basically, Joe Biden is being questioned over the documents. When the FBI did that, they found documents in his house that he shouldn't have, and potentially classified, or they are classified documents. And they're saying that he is innocent, but then again, they're trying to charge Trump. So there's that. And then they're questioning his mental ability or his mental state, because he couldn't remember when his son died. They couldn't, he couldn't remember things. He was confusing people. He actually said, I don't know if you saw this, James, that he goes, yeah, I was speaking with the president of France the other day, and blah blah blah, named them by name. That president has been dead since 1996.
Oh my
God!
God!
How are you talking to that president by name too? Yeah. So
that's a huge fail.
So after that last video, and that all went through, and he pretty much said, "How dare you say that I don't remember things?" This is them. The Democrats rallying around him still.
The way that the president's demeanor in that report was characterized could not be more wrong on the facts and clearly politically motivated.
He wanted to deflect from his ultimate
politically
decision,
motivated,
and I think that's why
he
this
appointed him.
Report is misguided, both in its conclusion and its excessive editorializing.
I think there was a lot in that report that was unnecessary. It may be true, but still unnecessary, and it saddens me.
I agree with President Biden's reaction, which was absolutely outrageous, to question the president's experience in the death of his son.
The comments that were made by that prosecutor, gratuitous, inaccurate, and inappropriate.
The gratuitous comments that respected experts are saying is out of line.
They're all sharing the same
script. And they shouldn't distract from the fact that the case is closed.
It said gratuitous like 6 times. Every single one of them said gratuitous.
Can you even spell gratuitous?
No.
I can't either. I've never heard that word in my fucking life.
I don't even know what it means.
I don't either. But
exactly.
It's very disturbing that people will elect a guy who has no like he ain't there in the head. Like, he ain't all there, and we elected him, and he's obviously being controlled by somebody to make daily decisions.
Yeah. In that earpiece that he has in his ear.
Yeah, like, he is definitely being controlled.
Definitely. So I'm trying to find the quote. It was told to me today. It was a quote by Ronald Reagan, and it said, like, never trust the government. I forget the
It's probably, yeah, that sounds like something Ronald Reagan would say.
Oh, if the government ever says, trust me. Wait, where is it? Where is it? I know somebody in the chat's probably going to beat me to it. It's not even in here. Never mind. But basically, it was like, if the government says, trust me, don't trust them. So, oh, here it is. If I'm from the government, I'm here to help. Don't trust them. See if I can get the audio clip. Is it playing?
The
9 most terrifying words in the English language are, I'm from the government and I'm here to help.
Do you agree with that?
Yes.
30 years later?
Yeah, I
Almost
mean,
40 years later?
he's right. Some of these like old presidents and old like politicians are really spot on. Like they kind of predict like what could happen in the future. It's almost as if they're like a prophet at this point.
Yeah. It's they're lining their pockets.
I think ever since we got off the gold standard, that's when it's really ruined our economy and our country.
What do you mean? What's
I feel
the
like
gold
we need
standard?
I feel like we need to go back on the gold standard because if you
What
look at the
is
dollar bill,
I don't even know what the gold standard is.
So the dollar, okay, let's rewind. So the dollar was backed by gold.
Okay. Oh, I thought you meant like you
No,
did well in class, so you get a gold star. We were a
No,
gold star nation,
no,
gold standard.
no.
Okay, you're talking about the standards, like the money to gold
Yeah.
ratio.
Yeah.
Gold standard. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. So, and I feel like since we went, in God we trust type shit, like I feel like our economy is
Well, we
never
went
gonna
away.
be the
We went
same.
away from "In God We Trust" because now God's not allowed in
Yeah, you got a point.
any of the schools, in any of the
got a
government
point.
agencies, and it's still on our coins, but for how long?
Hell, I don't
So,
fucking know.
I mean, I have a feeling that's going to offend somebody. There's something always getting offended by somebody, and I sent a news article that the latest thing to be canceled was merry-go-rounds because of the animals. PETA is upset because they're using merry-go-rounds. Yes. So we're gonna watch that cancel. But that, I mean, as far as the gold standard, what was it before? Like 1-to-1 ratio? Was it?
I have no idea, but our money was backed by gold. Now
So it's not
backed.
now then, right?
No, it's backed by "In God We Trust." If you look at the
So
back of a
nothing.
dollar bill, it's not backed by anything. It's backed by God.
Huh. I guess that's how they're able to print all that freaking money just willy-nilly because it's not backed
willy-nilly.
by any
In God we
physical.
trust.
Yeah.
And
No
a lot of these
crap.
and a lot of these financial advisors are telling people like Robert Kiyosaki, the rich dad poor dad guy.
Yeah.
He's like just go in debt. They're going to print money anyways. Like as long as you're buying
damn.
entities, it doesn't really matter because they're just going to keep printing more money.
So go in debt, buy real estate or something that can hold value, and that shit'll probably just get written off.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Possibly.
I don't know if that's financial advice, but okay.
I don't think that's good financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's just what he said. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't think anybody should go in debt personally, unless it's buying your home and your mortgage payment is 25% of your income.
Right. So I'm gonna keep it in government, and I'm gonna turn the gears to Illinois here. I know
Okay.
a couple episodes ago, I put a clip on here about the mayor of Dalton, Tiffany Henyard. This, I swear to God, is out of a book or something. Like, you can't make this shit up.
All right.
And she is the mayor and the trustee, she's like trustee or something, or like the head of the township. So she runs the township and she runs the town. And she's basically using the company credit cards, not the company credit cards, the town's credit cards to go on lavish vacations.
Oh no.
For security detail for the police. She had the chief of police fired because he spoke up and said, "Hey, we need those extra that overtime that you're giving these cops to protect you. We need those guys on the force because shootings are through the roof." what else? She has a DJ at the Dalton meetings. So like she'll actually have like an MC DJ play in between like things and shit. Like she's running this town like it's like a TV show or some shit.
So, do you feel like as a mayor she would need extra security detail?
The article I saw back in when was it? 2020, I think it was. When the whole everyone was rioting and everything. There was right after that happened, there was a cop that shot an unarmed, black guy or whatever it was. And she needed it then, but that heat has now died off her. So she probably maybe needs like one officer with her when she's traveling around, but not 4. And that's what the old chief of police said, and she fired him for that. But now she's in the news again. I'll just play this.
WGN Investigates has an update on dysfunction in Dalton, where local leaders are fighting over transparency, spending, and safety. Now the South Suburbs' controversial mayor is firing back, and it all played out at a public meeting last night.
Y'all forget I am the leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet, the mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work.
Tiffany Henyard considers herself something of a crusader, but one who's clearly annoyed by questions from a rebellious group of Dalton trustees who are in a standoff with her over spending.
At the end of the day, vendors are not being paid. Board approved it. The vendors are not being paid.
How about you be a good leader, bring RFPs to the forefront, so not just us, but the residents and everybody else in America know how the money is being spent.
WGN Investigates has cataloged tens of thousands of taxpayer dollars spent on trips, meals, and more by Tiffany Henyard and her allies in Dalton and on the Thornton Township Board, where she's the supervisor. Township credit card records show Henyard and other officials spent more than $67,000 on trips to Portland, Austin, Atlanta, and New York City. Many of the flights were first class. So were the accommodations. In Atlanta, Henyard and her team stayed at the Four Seasons Hotel, costing taxpayers more than $9,000. In New York, the bill came to $13,000. Henyard has refused to explain the specific purpose of the trips or why they travel in such style, but she appeared to refer to our reporting at Monday's Dalton meeting.
But everything we do for the people. But we under attack. We getting scrutinized in the media. For what? Loving on the people? Showing them that they matter to us? We going through the fires for y'all.
Henyard calls her critics grandstanders who should get in line.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves.
Dalton's difficulties got worse in recent weeks with water main breaks. Henyard blames on trustee budget cuts. Then 4 people were shot and injured last week, leaving nerves frayed, and Henyard's opponents pointing out her sizable security detail.
It's unfortunate that politics are being played, but what has happened is $1 million out of my budget has been cut because of politics.
We're not saying the police is not doing a good job. What we're saying is you're assigning all of them to be with you when they should be out here protecting the residents so we can all feel safe.
Residents are taking notice. Some spoke for and others against the mayor.
Well, we got the mayor here, meeting with the president of the United States. Everyone's seen the picture. That's a big deal. That is great promotion for this city, for this town.
Ladies and gentlemen, be civil, do things right, think of the residents. You are here to represent the residents and not yourself.
Henyard and her publicity team no longer respond to our emails seeking an explanation of her spending. As we've reported, she is also the face of a cancer charity that bears her name, one that has failed to file required financial disclosures. The Illinois Attorney General has given the foundation until the middle of this month to show how it spends its money or face legal action. Lourdes?
So, isn't that like something out of a movie?
Why is she flying to all these different states for no fucking reason?
For 13 grand?
Yo, you're staying
$13,000?
13 and 9 grand in a different state for what, bro? You're spending fucking taxpayers' money? Like, come on, dude. Like, you already know.
13 grand.
Yo, you're stealing taxpayers' money. That's exactly what she's doing.
And then also the fact that so it gets even deeper than this. I went down the rabbit hole and searched her name. And
I imagine
like
it did.
went to, because I mean that's close. I can get to Dalton in like probably 45 minutes. That's almost over by Indiana. So she got like custom floor mats, like like you walk into a business and you wipe your feet. And usually like it'll say the name of the business sometimes, where it'll say like the Village of Dalton, the Thornship Township. All of them have her picture on it with her name.
Yeah,
those are one-time use floor mats. You know what I mean? Once she gets kicked out or put in jail, what are they going to do with those floor mats? They're going to toss them.
She's stealing that taxpayers' money, dude.
And then the big thing that could get her a lot of freaking time is that she's using the taxpayers' dollars to put up a billboard that says pretty much vote for me, but not in that exact words. So she's using taxpayer funds to fund her campaign.
Oh no, dude. Yeah, she's going to
Isn't
jail.
that like a federal crime?
She's going to jail, bro. She going to jail, dude. This bitch is crazy.
Yeah, that's you didn't believe me when I first said the story about what happened. You're like, yeah, right. And I played the video and you're like,
yeah,
holy crap.
Yeah, like, yo, if this shit happened in Texas, it wouldn't fly, bro. If there was
there's
this
Jimmy
would
G,
not
holy
fly
crap.
in Texas. This would not fly in Texas, bro. It would not fly, dude.
Well, you have a governor that would step in. Our governor hasn't
yeah.
said shit about it because they support each other.
I'm surprised we haven't really talked about the border at all and all that situation.
Let's talk about it then. That's all the government stuff that I have.
I didn't pull any clips today.
I really don't know. All I know is that there was a caravan that went down to, is it White River? I can't remember the name of the town.
I don't know the town off the top of my head.
So there was probably about maybe 5,000 to 10,000 trucks, that caravan from New York, LA, Chicago, that all went down there. Maybe even more. Do you know what happened with that? Are they still down there?
I know a bunch of like civilians have been wanting to go to Texas, like go down south and protect the border or whatever, because like civilian people wanting to protect the border so we don't let illegals in.
I don't think that it's at all, and you'll agree with me on this, that it's the Mexican population. Eagle Lake, thank you,
Scuba.
I don't believe that it's them. It's the other countries that are coming in.
Oh,
I've seen Russia.
Well, I've seen Russia,
I've seen
Germany, shit like that. There are Mexican people coming. I still think there is Mexicans that are coming.
The cartels are here already.
Yeah, they're already here, dude. The cartel's been here.
Yeah,
They ain't going nowhere.
But as far as terrorists, how do you know that not one of those guys have ill will?
Oh, we have terrorists in our country right now, bro.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. I wouldn't be surprised if they're on one of those goddamn buses.
That's what I'm saying.
Shipped to fucking Chicago or New York City.
Right.
That Governor Abbott sent them because he didn't want to deal with the fucking terrorist.
Exactly. And you know what? Everyone here in Illinois is shitting on Governor Abbott because he sent them. Dude, you guys have no room either. You guys are filling up just as fast as us.
My thing is if these states want these people to cross the border, then they need to take them because we don't want them.
Yes, and right now, our mayor actually said that he's going to probably say that he's no longer a asylum city.
Did you see that they're cutting in New York City? They're cutting these illegal immigrants $800 checks.
Yeah, I did. And yet they gave the residents
debit card.
They gave the residents of Hawaii $700. The residents of Hawaii who had their towns burned got $700.
Bro, we didn't even get money
Guys,
for
you know
fucking
what?
stimulus during fucking COVID, and they're giving these
Neither did
motherfuckers.
I. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta go fly down to the border and cross over. I need some money. I need that money. I'll see you guys. It was a great stream. Catch you guys next week.
It's fucking crazy, bro. Like, seriously, just go to New York, act like you're an illegal immigrant, and you could fucking get a free $800 a month, bro, and you ain't even gotta work. That don't make no goddamn sense, dude.
Couldn't find my sombrero, so I couldn't go.
You do the chicken dance while you're there.
While I'm crossing over. Yo, that should be a channel point on your channel. When you play
do the chicken
Fortnite,
dance?
do the chicken dance.
Yeah, dude. I just can't. I just don't understand, bro. Like, how on earth you're gonna give people who are illegal immigrants free money a month for no fucking apparent reason, bro? When you have people who you have veterans that are homeless,
I've
people
been
who
told,
are homeless.
I've been told that the amount of money that they have sent to Ukraine could have fixed homelessness 10 times over here in the United States. I don't know how true that is. I don't know the actual amounts.
I don't know. Like, I don't want to be involved in the war in Ukraine.
No,
But
let them figure that shit out. They're big boys.
But the other issue is how do you know Putin's not going to be the next Hitler?
Well, according to that interview with Tucker Carlson, and he's not. All I know is that.
How do you know he's not going to invade more than Ukraine?
All I know is that Trump, one of his things that he has actually said was that if he gets reelected, drill, baby, drill. That's number one, help our economy out. And number two is no more war. He'll tell him to knock it off. And he will. He'll walk in and be like, my dick's bigger than yours. Knock it off.
I don't think. Let's rewind a little bit. I don't think prices will go down as much as what people think they will if he starts drilling.
They can't right away. What's going on, Blitzen? Welcome in.
Welcome in, Blitz. I don't think the prices will go down as much as what people thinks it will. It's not going to happen overnight.
No, God, no. Right now, the gas prices are up here in the Chicagoland area and Midwest because the Whiting, Indiana BP plant had a power outage and a fire.
You're gonna have to
business.
You're gonna have to get gas prices down to like $1.50 for
$1.50
to make a huge difference.
Yep.
To make a huge difference in like produce and all that. But keep in mind, wages are still going to be high. But my other argument
is I mean, wages really haven't gone up. I know in our state like that. I mean, a little bit.
The other thing is like,
Goober said, hydrate.
All right, thank you.
You can pick this glass up for cost at shop.jimbojameshow.com. Use promo code Leap Year, all one word.
Oh, you still have that? Nice.
Yep, all month. Birthday month.
There you go. I still think it's going to take a while for prices to go back to where they were, and they're not going to go back to where they are. They're, for prices to go back down.
Yeah. I think, I don't know. This printing the money thing is just this inflation. That's what caused it. And I didn't really realize that the dollar bill is no longer backed by gold, that it's just in God we trust.
Yeah, they just print and print and print and print. It's just a never-ending cycle.
That's your problem. That's your problem.
There's too many
gold back in the day, they're mining gold like crazy, and that was the supply of that was what backed the money. Here's a gold brick. Okay, here's some cash.
There's too many dollars not chasing enough goods.
Too much debt.
Yep.
They actually said that credit card. I was actually listening to another radio station today, and they were saying that the credit card debt balance, like people's debts, are the highest it's ever been.
Oh, yeah.
So people are spending, but they're putting it on credit card.
Did you see what I posted on Twitter? I think it was yesterday or the day before.
No. I don't go on Twitter that often.
I know you don't, but I'll share what I posted on Twitter. Hold on. How do you show your here we go. All right. Present. Share screen. Go.
I got it.
Says fun fact, 50% of Americans think Taylor Swift did more for the economy than Joe Biden.
Is that true?
Yes, that was a Fox News article. 50% of Americans think Taylor Swift did more for the economy than Joe Biden.
Wow. Is it x.com/@ or is it just x.com/Jam Hollenbeck? Is there an at in front of it?
Jam_Hollenbeck.
Here, I got it.
It should be
there.
links.
It is right there.
Yeah,
oh, it's not even on there. You didn't even add it.
No, because I don't really promote Twitter that much.
There you go. Follow him on Twitter. What did Scoober say? As much as I can't stand her, I totally agree. She's done for America. Yeah.
She's done more for America.
It's a flag. No, it's a U.S. flag.
Oh, okay.
Emote. It's just
gotcha.
because StreamYard can't do emotes, so it
gotcha. Okay.
Did that. I agree with that.
I kind of knew what we were getting when we voted for Biden. You know, I did vote for Trump, this last term or this last election, I should say.
But StreamYard hates America.
Yeah, it probably does. But I knew what we were getting when we got Biden. But the one thing I will say about Biden is we hit a whole new high when it comes to the stock market right now.
Okay. Yeah. Richie was telling me that he invested in, what did he invest in? He invested in something. He invested in, he made like $70 overnight basically and cashed out. The hell is it? I kind of want to ask you about it too.
Okay, go ahead.
I
don't day trade.
DraftKings. He goes, I bought. So he sent me this. He sent me this today, this morning. He goes, I bought some DraftKings stock on Wednesday and sold it today and made $65. If you can't beat the sportsbook, join them. I think that he probably made money because of the Super Bowl coming up with DraftKings. They're doing a lot of advertising.
I don't day trade. Like, I don't buy and sell the market. Majority of people who day trade or buy and sell quite a bit.
Yeah.
They 9 times out of 10 lose money unless they're a professional day trader. But
I know a professional day trader that uses his boss's money, so not his.
Gotcha. DraftKings was probably a pretty good sign, like, hey, the Super Bowl, so they knew they were going to make money. One thing that I've also heard is, I don't know if you ever heard of Jim Cramer. He does
Yeah,
that show,
sure.
Mad Money.
Mad Money.
Anytime he talks about a stock, people shorts the stock and they make a lot of money off of that.
Yeah. Would that be considered insider trading though?
With Jim Cramer?
Yes.
Jim Cramer just uses what he sees, and no, it's not insider. Insider trading is like, for me, like, hey, I work at Microsoft and I know about a huge deal coming, and I tell you, like, hey, we're going to sign like $1 billion deal with Fortnite, and then you buy Microsoft stock before the deal happens, and then the deal 10x's, and then you sell. That's insider trading.
So Nancy Pelosi.
Pretty much. Nancy
She gives the
Pelosi
green
kind of,
light. She gives the government green light on things.
But
and
she
then
doesn't invest. Her husband does.
Right. Yeah, she can't.
Yes.
That's conflict of interest.
It's
Well,
basically
I
like
guess.
Jordan. It's basically like Jordan gambling on his own games.
Well, he does in golf. He gambles a lot in golf, but that's like usually with people that he's playing with.
Good conversation right here. What's up with Disney buying Epic Fortnite stock? So Disney bought a 10% share of Fortnite. So they technically own 10% of Fortnite. Well, 10% of Epic. Epic owns Fortnite and
Fortnite's
Rocket
going
League.
woke now.
That's possible. But Disney's been struggling over the last couple of years with the whole woke situation and transgender and trying to add race into
Yeah.
cast that shouldn't be there or whatever. So, yeah.
South Park nailed it on the head with their last episode talking about Disney. South Park has been nailing it every year, but they talk about the CEO.
One thing I will say about Disney, like, when I feel like whoever does the best job deserves the job. You know what I mean? Like, whoever does the best part.
Absolutely.
And, I never watched The Little Mermaid, the new one, but if she nailed the part like she did in the trailer, she deserves the job no matter what color she is.
Yeah, I agree.
I just hate, like, a lot of these shows, like, on Netflix, like, they're trying to push, like, the gay and the transgender and all that stuff.
A lot of
like,
kids show. A lot of the kids shows right now.
Like, it doesn't need to be pushed. It doesn't need to be in there. Why put it in there?
It was never pushed prior, and I think we all grew up fine.
Yeah.
They're turning boy bands into girl bands, Scoober said. Or also they ruined his beloved Star Wars.
I'm not a Star Wars fan. I've never
I
watched
never really got into Star Wars.
Either. Maybe that might be a Hollenbeck thing.
So,
You don't watch Star Wars?
My dad loves Star Wars, so it's definitely not the king side thing.
Okay.
So I want to talk about the Super Bowl a little bit.
10:40.
Yeah. It's 10:40. So I want to talk about the Super Bowl. I have two more topics, but I'm going to kind of run through them. Since the Super Bowl is coming up, yesterday was the honors, and I said bands. I meant brands. I'm sorry. Sorry, Scoober. But the Hall of Fame stuff was going on, and we both watched it. I know I watched it. Scott watched it. You watched it, right?
The what now?
The honors, NFL honors.
No. Okay, so I talked about this in our group chat. It says Paramount Plus gets the fucking NFL honors.
Yeah.
So when I went on Paramount Plus, I could not find it nowhere.
Frustrating.
So I didn't watch it. I did not fucking watch it, bro.
So you were getting the live alerts from like Scout posting them.
Yes.
Which I had our group chat turned off because Scout was he called me and he's like, no way, that was like crazy. And I didn't see it for like 2 minutes later. He was that much ahead of me because he was watching it on a antennas, rabbit ears.
Yeah.
So he was like 2 minutes ahead of the cable system. So I'm like, Scout, I gotta go. I gotta watch this. There's a few takeaways from that. Lamar Jackson, what do you think about that? MVP. I said Mahomes. Who did you say?
Well,
before
you're
it.
gonna have to rephrase
Okay.
the question. Who did I want, or who I
did
think
you want
deserved
earlier?
it?
Well, in the group chat, we were texting, and your
I wanted
brother posed the question of who will be in it.
I wanted Purdy to win, but I felt like McCaffrey should have got it.
Okay. And then I said Mahomes, and your brother said Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
And yeah, here's his acceptance speech.
First and foremost, I want to thank my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Without him, nothing is possible. I want to thank my organization, Baltimore Ravens, for, finally getting this deal done. Shout out to Eric, shout out to Steve, Coach Harbaugh, the whole unit. My offense, man, my offensive line, man, I can't thank them enough for what they've done. I'm not out there blocking, catching the ball, doing everything, as my team. It's a team thing, for these awards. And, I want to thank my family at home. But you guys have a great night, and that's all, folks.
That's all, folks. James went to go grab another drink. My takeaway from that is I think, hey, thank you, Chuck the DJ. Chuck the DJ's here.
Yeah, Chuck,
Hey,
welcome in,
you
buddy.
fucking idiots. Watch the Jimbo and James show Friday nights at 9 Central on Twitch TV.
There he is. There he is. Shout out to Chuck. So I think it's well deserved. I mean, Lamar Jackson's a hell of a player. I honestly think Mahomes had a better year than him.
I think
Purdy had a better year.
Yeah, he had a better year too. But Lamar had that one good year where he won the MVP, and then he wasn't shit for the last couple years. And then this year was a really good year for him. So, I mean, props, congratulations. He got it, but I don't think he should have got it. I really think the MVP shouldn't be a quarterback trophy.
Because all eyes are on them anyway.
Yeah, I don't think it should be just them. Like, what does it take for a running back to get that award?
Probably a lot. Hey, Chuck the DJ, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. You're making my whole stream go crazy right now. All my lights just shut off. You can't even see them because I'm blocked. Thank you.
There he goes.
Chelsea's like, why are the lights blinking?
Shout out to you, Chuck.
So I also want to talk about the Hall of Fame. That's really why I tuned in.
I figured that's why you tuned in.
There was 3 people on the list that I really wanted to make it, and they did, and they're former Bears players. That'd be Julius Peppers and Mongo McMichael and Devin Hester.
Devin Hester, the punt return king.
The punt return king of the NFL is finally now HOF. He
deserves it.
He deserves it. He had a hell of a career. He was never mean to anybody. He always had that go-to attitude. He represents the NFL very well. And I think Julius Peppers as well. He had what is he, like a 14-year veteran or 17-year veteran, where 4 of the years he played for the Bears. He played for the Packers.
Panthers.
He's played for the Panthers. That's right. He had a hell of a career. He put up a name for himself, and I really think he deserved it.
Yeah.
Mongo McMichael, he was on the 1985 Bears. He was on the 1985 Bears. He currently has MS, and he can't. He's one of a kind, that's for sure. And he's very sick right now. So his wife, that's who was on the stage, Misty, his wife, accepted the offer, or the trophy. And then you also had a defensive player, Dwight Feeney. I was struggling with that. Freeney. I wanted to say Feeney. Dwight Freeney. And then also the linebacker, Patrick Mills.
Don't forget
I don't know
Patrick
much
Willis,
about them.
49ers.
I said Mills. Willis, I'm
fucking
sorry.
hate golf.
Yeah, you got Patrick Willis. He was the linebacker for the 49ers. He made it.
Chuck's having fun with channel points.
Yeah, I can see that.
I do it to him. I set it up for his stream, so might as well him do it to mine.
I always spam the cat in his stream.
My cat?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There it is.
There
Chuck
it
with the
is.
Chuck.
Those are Chuck's emotes too. Okay.
No.
So yeah, like I said, I tuned in for the Hall of Fame to see. I was really hoping Mongo McMichael got in, and he did. So I was excited. I met Mongo McMichael probably about 10 years ago, 15 years ago at his restaurant in Romeoville after a wrestling match. And I was there with Bubba from the Dudley Boys, the wrestlers. Like, the DX, the suck it. I got 2 words for you.
Yeah.
Suck it. Those guys. I was there with them because they were there with some friends of mine. And we all were at this big, long table. And the Dudley Boys are like down. I'm not sitting near them at all. I mean, I had good conversations with them, but they're down there. And Mongo McMichael comes up and just shook all of our hand and sat with us and took pictures. I was more excited to meet Mongo than I was the Dudley Boys.
You got to meet Dennis Rodman too.
And I got to meet Dennis Rodman. I posted that on Facebook earlier.
Yeah, I know. I wanted to bring that up. What was it like meeting the Worm?
So the day I met the Worm, it was the day of the 1997 Chicago Bulls rally at Grant Park.
Okay.
And he did not take pictures with anybody. Nobody. Not a person that day because he was hungover. He was whatever. He didn't want any pictures taken of him.
Okay.
So uncle happened to have a very, very strong connection with the United Center. So we get these tickets for the Bash at the Beach. It was 1997 Bash at the Beach. It was Rodman and Hogan wrestling together. And it was WCW, whatever it was. And we got backstage passes in the Bulls locker room. So that picture you see is taken in the Bulls locker room back in 1997, right after. Like, it still smelled like champagne in there. And he goes up to me, he goes like this. Nice hair, kid. I was like 7 years old or whatever. I'm like, whoa, it's Dennis Rodman, the Worm. I'll pull the picture up since we're talking about it. I gotta download.
You didn't get his autograph or anything?
I don't. Yes, actually, we did. My dad got his autograph. I did not. I was way too young, but my dad got his autograph. I don't know if my dad still has that autograph. My cousin Tommy still has it. Here's the picture. I'm the one on the left with my bowl haircut. That he said, nice hair, kid. Yeah, nice hair, kid.
You'll never forget that. You'll never forget that, bro.
No, yeah, I never will. And he was he didn't want to do it. He kept saying no. And his manager leans over. I don't know exactly what he said to him. Probably in the terms of like, yo, these kids are related to so-and-so, because that's how he got into the locker room. And then he took the picture. I think that's the conversation. I don't know.
Okay, you're not 100%.
1997 was a long time ago.
Too bad you couldn't send that picture to Dennis Rodman and be like, "Hey, I took a picture with you. I'd like to have you on the podcast." Wouldn't that be amazing?
Or can you at least sign the picture for me?
Yeah. That'd be amazing.
You know what? Maybe I'll invite him to my wedding.
Dude, that would be nuts. What would you do if Dennis Rodman showed up in a wedding dress at your wedding?
Oh my God. Remember when he married himself?
Yeah.
Back in the 90s.
What if Dennis Rodman showed up at your wedding in a wedding dress?
Looks like I'm getting married twice. I would probably stop the wedding and go, "Hey Dennis, are you what do you call that? Certified like where you can marry
Ordained
people?
minister.
Ordained? Are you ordained?" And if he says
Yeah.
yes, I'm gonna ask him, can he be the co-minister?
Yeah.
And then I could tell people Dennis Rodman married me.
There you go.
All right, I'm adding him to the invite list for sure.
There you go. You know, you could invite random celebrities to your wedding. Usually they'll send you back like.
Yep, I've seen that. Like on TikTok and stuff. People will send like the CEO of like Kraft mac and cheese or invite or something, and they'll send them like a box of mac and cheese or something stupid, or a gift card.
Yeah.
All right. Last topic I got on the books today is: have you been seeing those VR glasses?
Yes. They're like everywhere. Like
Apple, what are they called? Apple. I'm looking for it now.
Vision Pros.
Vision Pro. Yep. Apple Vision
think that's
Pro.
what it's called.
I have some videos on here of people doing stuff with them, and it's kind of funny. So here you go. And like typing in a Tesla. I'm trying to find the other video. I have another video of I think it's the same guy. That's like, would you call that stupid?
Like, I guess, like, what the fuck, bro? Like, is like the screen like off to the side and you're just like texting and it's in your peripheral?
I don't know. And it's the car's in like auto drive mode since it's a Tesla, I'm sure. Because those things, beyond stupid, Chuck said. I did see another guy get pulled over with it on. I thought I had that video on here. I don't. And then here's, is that it? No, that's it. That's not it. Okay. And then I had another one. Look at these guys. Do you think this is staged or real? Let me know in the comments. I mean, the way that guy's smiling, the guy over there, looks like it's staged for video views. It had 4.3 million views. They're just straight up eating, freaking doing. Do you think that's real? Or was like put on just as a show? You're muted. Oh, no, you're not. Never mind.
I'm really worried that what is life going to be like in the next 20 years?
Yeah.
I'm generally concerned.
Did you see Chuck's comment there? Are they looking at, because all of them are doing this because it's the way it like clicks or something, I guess.
Dude, they're going to take porn to a whole new level with that.
Oh my God. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. And then you have this idiot. This is from the who's the never mind. Here, just watch. It's from a podcast.
Apple Vision is showcasing our fucking idiots in society.
Is this real?
Oh, there's the fucking dipshit.
What's he doing? He's playing?
Oh, he just put up a shot. He's in the game right now. He's at the game, but he's in the game. And that happening in Boston's awesome because Boston's known for having a group of humans that normally would not let this happen. But I think as a collective, the Boston Celtics fans were like, let's let the dipshit look like a dipshit so that he can maybe get cooked. He's not the only one, though. There's people in cars with this thing on. There's people at lunch. There's people walking around. $3,500. This is what the future is. I'm pumped for it.
Yeah, that's pretty much Pat McAfee. That's pretty much Chuck goes, where can I buy one of those? They probably make them in your backyard. They make them in California.
That I don't know, dude. That's like fucking crazy, bro. Like
$3,500 to walk around looking like an idiot.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of people using them in gyms, walking on the street like they showed. I don't know.
I think those are meant for you to like use them at home, like not be out in
Yeah,
public with
yeah.
them. They're not meant to be driving in. They're not meant to be in public in. They're meant to be at home and at home to enjoy, not use them in public, dude. Y'all
Use them
y'all
with your
need to get
porn in
together.
your own room in a closed door situation.
Yeah.
I can see like seriously watching a game like on that at home, or
Porn is going to be to the next level, bro.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that's a fad. I think it'll go away. You
I
probably
don't
say it
think
won't
so.
go away.
No.
But
no, definitely not.
thank you, Blitzen. I appreciate it. We're getting closer, by the way. I have an hour left until my phone starts blowing up. There'll be an hour until my phone just constantly is like, happy birthday, happy birthday. Who do you think is going to be first? My mom? It's Friday
Can't see
night.
her.
Maybe she's
I
up.
can't see her. I don't know. I don't really know your mom that well. Does she stay up that late?
So she does not. But
Oh, okay.
But in years past, at 12:27, she'll call me because that's the exact time I was born. And
Oh,
she'll
okay.
usually
Then
be
maybe your mom.
crying and I love you and blah blah blah. And I remember the day like it was yesterday and blah blah blah. But I
Well, that's
appreciate
good.
the call. Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's good. That's good.
All right, you ready for some fortune cookies?
What are you doing for your birthday? You haven't said that yet.
Oh yeah, I did allude to that. We were going to talk about that. So
yeah,
I suggested to Kelsey we have a gift card for a couples massage. About 3-4 weeks ago, I told Kelsey, "Hey, I want to do that for my birthday."
Mm-hmm.
She decides to call 2 days ago to try to reserve something, and they're booked for Valentine's Day. Like for tomorrow, people are doing it early for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So, not doing that. So, I don't know. I'll probably have to squeeze one out of her. I know she'll do it. And then she goes, "What do you want me to make you?" I go, "The restaurant down the street. Get me a 8-ounce steak. Don't have to cook anything. You know what I mean? It's cheap there. It's really good too. It's they have this 2 steak meal, 2 steaks, 4 sides, and 2 garlic breads for like $20 or something crazy. It's like a stupid good deal.
That's a
Yeah.
huge deal.
Yeah. I mean, I know the owner. I think that's why he puts it in for me because we go there all the time. But
Just don't go to your Chinese restaurant.
it's actually in the same strip mall. It's in the same
What?
strip mall.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So we're gonna do that, and then maybe play a game of Naked Twister or something. I don't know. We'll figure something out to kill the rest of the time.
Nice.
How do you spin when you have all your hands on the different? You use something else to spin it, you know?
I imagine you take your hand off of one and then spin
No,
it.
you use your male genitalia to.
Yeah, you use your ding dong. Spinning with your dick.
I'll let you know how that went.
All right.
All right, Fortune Cookie
Twister,
Friday
the hot
time.
spot.
If you guys have a fortune or want a fortune, click in the channel points. Fortune Cookie Friday. I'm reading all of them, the ones that we got throughout the show. Got all of them right here. I like that I don't have to get up anymore. That was annoying.
Yeah, that was a good idea.
Scoober. Even though it will often be difficult and complicated, you know you have what it takes to get it done. I'm voting Scoober for the next president of the United States.
Oh God.
Stains. Give yourself some peace and quiet for at least a few hours. Disconnect from the world.
That's
Scoober number
actually a
2.
good thing.
Be tactful. Overlook your own opportunity. Did it not print yours? It
I
didn't print
just did
two
a
of
s-
them.
Oh, I just
Let me
did a
restart
second
it.
one.
Let me restart it. It's been
Okay.
having network connectivity issues. There it is. I'm getting them. Ginger, that you will marry your lover. That's the guy she sold the feet pics to.
Yeah, left nut, right nut.
Yeah. Ginger, that the wise are aware of their treasure while fools follow their vanity. I like that one.
I imagine Scoober probably bought her foot pick.
He was watching the show last week. Okay.
Yeah.
Lady Hellraiser, let your imagination wander. Chuck the DJ, CA. It's best to act with confidence, no matter how little right you have to do with it. To do it.
Have confidence, Chuck.
Oh no, I got a minute before I go into commercial, or I'm in commercial. Okay, well then, Blitzen. You'll take a pleasant journey to a place far away. And play Tom Clancy.
And Rainbow Six. He crazy with that sniper rifle.
Dude, he is good. He is good. James Hollenbeck. Okay. Our here, you know what? You read it. Let's see if you can read it.
Our perception and attitude towards any situation will determine the outcome.
I let you read your own on my birthday, so ha. Because I couldn't read the word perception. Anyway, I'm like your dad when it comes to spelling.
Oh, my dad is horrible.
Who do we have on right now?
Let's see.
Let's see who we have on. Let me make sure my Firefox is muted to you guys. Yes.
I'm gonna rate with somebody
I
I
actually have a guy whose
okay.
birthday is also 210. who's
Okay, go
live
ahead and
right
read to
now.
him.
It's the 210 flock. You know him. He's a verified partner here on Twitch, DJ Jaybird.
Okay.
I would love to rate him because it's our birthday.
There you go.
He's even doing this is his birthday stream too.
Good deal.
So, all right, let me set that up. Blah blah blah. Any other news? Any other final thoughts? Anything like that?
I just wanted to tell you happy birthday, cuz, and this was a good birthday stream.
Thank you. You guys, if you guys missed it, you'll catch it on YouTube probably tomorrow morning at 9. Depending if I probably will edit it tonight because I'm good. I only had one beer. But yeah, thank you guys for popping in, and thank you for the love and the birthday wishes. And I'll probably be streaming some darts again pretty soon. I know Scoober popped in when I did that. That was really fun. I stayed up till 4 playing.
I actually played darts Friday night.
So
yeah, I played
it's
darts.
A really cool system where it uses an iPad app, and it's just really cool. I really enjoyed playing. So I'm going to set that up and start maybe doing that regularly, or maybe join a tournament. And I'm in a couple of different Discords with tournaments. So
there you go.
All right, let's get over to Jaybird. Make sure you wish him a happy birthday. Tell him where you came from. We'll see you guys next week.